Hey, what's up, you guys? And welcome back to another episode of
Seeking
Seeking Spirits.
Spirits.
So Nick, tell them where we are today.
We are at the Selma Mansion in Norristown, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
A little bit different tonight.
Yeah, we don't know that much if we're being
Being
honest.
honest, yeah. I'm gonna read a little bit of the history off like the Wikipedia page and stuff like that, but this isn't like a super well documented as far as like paranormal is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't really think it's been on TV. There's a few YouTube videos and stuff like that from some smaller paranormal creators and stuff like that, but nothing like super prominent. So it's kind of like a blank slate.
Yeah, I think the most information that we have is actually from
Where we
our
were last night,
yeah,
yeah.
where we were last night because the keeper of the grounds at
White Hill
White
Mansion.
Hill Mansion actually had volunteered at some events here.
Yeah, so she said, like, it's funny because I tried to do a little bit of the paranormal research on, like, YouTube, and I watched a couple of interviews and stuff like that, and there one or two of them said some stuff about how they were, like, really friendly spirits here and stuff like that. I mentioned that to Dawn at White Hill, who's shout out Dawn.
Yeah,
She's
she's
so
amazing.
cool. We can't wait to go back there. We had a great experience. If you haven't seen it yet, go
Go,
watch our
yes,
investigation at White Hill.
check that out
Check it out because we
because
had a lot of fun. That place is dope, beautiful. I just can't wait to go back. We had such a blast.
yeah.
But when I mentioned that to her, I guess she texted one of like the tour guides. We had like a historical tour guide. We didn't
Mhm.
have like a paranormal tour guide take us
Yeah.
through. So
And it might have been somebody who has worked here in the past
yeah, we're
or
not
something
sure.
like that.
She text messaged someone who has ties to here, worked
Yeah.
like she said, worked here, investigated here, and she said they told me that they heard that it was a friendly spirit there,
Uh-huh.
and his response apparently was, "Who the f told
Him
him
that.
that?"
Yeah, like
so
verbatim, that's what she said.
so that's a little nerve wracking.
Yeah. She also said the attic is creepy. She
Yeah,
said the top floor is, she was like,
yeah. She said it was weird up there.
it's
She said
weird.
she got that some people that she was with had some pretty odd vibes, pretty weird feelings when they were up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like she said, like I'm not one to talk about like people getting taken over, possessed or stuff like that, but
Did
there's
she
some
say
weird
that?
something like that. I mean, she didn't say like someone had been possessed, obviously, but she had kind of like mentioned I think she meant like I'm not one to typically be like, ooh, this you step into a room and it kind of changes your
That
mood
was
or
at
like
White Hill.
no no no.
She was talking about
She was talking about here.
no, she was talking about the bathroom.
No, I'm telling you, this was before. I swear.
Oh.
She said
Hmm.
outside of a bathroom here too.
Oh.
She said right outside of the door of a bathroom here, and then upstairs here too was weird.
Well, I wasn't scared, but now I am.
It's interesting. It's like we're like I said, it's
I'm
like
like,
a
my brain didn't register that comment.
yeah, it is like a blank slate, which is interesting because like we went to Fort Mifflin,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm joking with Lexi. If you've seen the video now, like
Oh my gosh.
we didn't get a ton there, but it was a cool
No, it
experience.
was, and honestly, I mean, I don't know if we'll ever go back, but I think the rain kind of ruined any chance we had of getting and honestly, at
Yeah.
this point, we still haven't edited that video.
No, so we might stumble upon some things, but like we didn't have very many personal experiences there.
Yeah.
Like as
So,
compared to like White Hill. When we went there, we definitely had a few things. And you guys, if you go back and watch these investigations once they're put up and we've edited them, you'll see what we mean. But I feel like that first one was like we had to earn our stripes.
yeah.
We
And
had
I
to
mean, there were a few things there, but I would be interested to see if anybody else that's documented the process if they've gone while it's raining.
yeah, because it was interesting. I mean,
It
pretty
was
much
just harder to hear,
yeah.
be quiet and hear anything because all we could hear was rain.
Right
But
off the bat, your audio is
yeah,
pretty much done. Like we can't like EVPs and stuff like that. It's constantly
yeah.
dripping.
I'm
There's
actually wondering what we haven't edited any of this yet. What our podcast is going to sound like because there was just planes overhead.
planes overhead, like torrential downpours, like windows with like wind
Yeah.
blowing against
So
them. So
if our first podcast at a location was busted, and you've stuck around till now, thank you. Or if it's your first time seeing us,
yeah,
go back and watch the evolution of Seeking Spirits because
yeah,
this is our
we're trying.
third this is our third location.
This is our forward location, but no, we're. I don't know. We're trying different things. So like I feel like the first one we're like earned our stripes. Like we had to trek through. We had to battle the elements. We were trekking through 3 inches of standing water.
It
It
was
looked
up
like
to it was
sewage.
up
It was
to
like
it was up to my ankles and my
yeah,
toes. Like I had on rubber boots and like 3 pairs of socks, dude. My toes were
it
freezing.
was wild. And then like fast forward to White Hill, and like White Hill was a whole different experience. It was
Oh
like
yeah.
you could feel the energy there.
You know what I think that we should do?
What's that?
I think that in every video, we should like rate our experience out of 10, like on a spooky meter.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I would say spooky meter, there was some off vibes at Fort Mifflin.
Yeah, well, we still have to. We're still gonna. We plan on doing like
Yeah.
kind of like post investigation review where we talk about our experiences in depth at the
Yes.
each location. So we don't want to spoil too much, and maybe we'll do the ratings on those just so we can see. But that is a good
Yeah.
idea. So, but
I think we should. And
yeah,
then it'll be interesting to like if we
compare
return to
them,
any of those
see
locations.
if we upgrade them or
Yeah.
downgrade them.
Yeah, what on the spooky meter?
Yeah,
Like this one's 3 ghosts.
yeah, that was.
This one's 4.
But yeah, it was like
Yeah.
we like earned our stripes. We battled the elements, and then the second night, it's like we battled the spirits. We had
Yo,
like we had more experiences as far as paranormal was concerned.
let me tell you, that video is going to be crazy. And I am excited because we kind of learned more
Yeah,
the second time and we're going to use that information on how we set things up, where we put cameras. We had more stagnant
yeah,
cameras. It was also easier to do that because we were inside and
yeah,
not like having to switch buildings in the rain and like
yeah,
trying not to ruin equipment.
yeah.
But um so we're interested to review that footage that
Exactly.
and but even
Even if we
even
even if there's
even if
not a
there's
single thing in that
I'm
footage,
telling
we
you,
already had some pretty fun experiences.
I'm
So
scared for our mom to watch that
I
video.
know it's gonna be
She's
spooky.
gonna be so scared, but you know she's gonna watch it because she's gonna be like,
I know.
support my kids on YouTube.
Shout out, mom.
Yeah, I love you, Barb.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's like battle of the elements, battle of the spirits, and this one's like a blank slate.
Yeah, we don't really know what to expect. I mean, it's really gorgeous, like
Yeah.
these beautiful, fully made out of
Gosh.
marble, King of Prussia marble, he said, which is like local to here, to Pennsylvania. And those are really beautiful. There's like a beautiful clawfoot tub on the
Oh my
third
gosh. Yeah,
floor.
he was gushing over that. He loved that. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
no, it's amazing. And like some of the like doorknobs and I mean everything is just like more grand.
Yeah.
Um, the staircase, like
Yeah. Oof.
yeah,
Looks really cool.
there's 2 staircases, but the main staircase is like sickening. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. And
And
I mean, anytime you walk into a house and you see like original doorknobs and stuff, you know it's historic.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, let me get on just a little bit of what we have. And this is just like from Wikipedia, just so we have some dates and stuff.
Yeah.
It said it was built in 1794. So this is the third place. All three places we've been to have been in the 1700s. They were built, which is wild.
Yeah. So okay, when this makes me sound really bad, like as Dustin has said many times, he's like, I don't think I could pass a US citizenship test. And I'm like, I don't
I,
think I could
I sure as
either.
hell could not.
So, what year was America founded?
You're gonna do this to us on camera?
Yeah.
Dustin in the background,
Well,
bro.
I'm just wondering, does this one predate the founding of the United States as well?
I don't think so.
Because the other two did.
I'm literally having to.
Oh, Dustin is raised.
What's that? 1776. So wait, hold on.
Yeah, and this one was.
1794.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So this is
The other two were. Yeah.
yes, and this is post
Dude, I
America.
knew that. As soon as he said 1776, it popped in my head. But to be fair, it's been like 40 years since I've been in high school. So I don't
Not you're not even 40. You're
I'm not. I'm
33.
33. I'm joking. I'm being facetious. But
Mm.
is that even the correct word to use? I don't look. Squirrel brain. Okay, that's what you have to understand about us.
We're smart.
Very.
The thing about ADHD, like not to go on a tangent, but
True.
is that you can only it's kind of like a superpower and a curse
Oh my god.
because you can only focus on things that you're like actually like in love
Super
with.
in love with.
Yeah, in love with doing.
But then
And
you fall out
but
of love like 20 minutes later.
well, yeah, but no. But I'm saying like it's not something that you can like we aren't like, yeah, history. Like,
Yeah, we're not big
we
history
think that the
people.
history is cool because of course, it's,
Mhm.
history, but how it relates back to the paranormal
Exactly,
experiences
that's what
that
we're,
we,
like, really interested in, and
yeah.
like we said, nothing wrong with it, but the guy tonight was only history.
Yeah, we actually asked him, some questions about if he knew, what rooms were
Hot
active.
spots, yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know anything about that. I don't want to know anything
He
about
said that's
that."
why when we got here, we had to call him for him to come here. He wasn't even here. I guess he doesn't wanna stay in the house alone by himself, which
Yeah.
totally get if you're not into the paranormal and you don't want any experiences, and so that was interesting, though.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
that makes me, feel like it could be active if he's, like, nervous to even be in here by himself, so
Yeah. Well, and when we were doing the tour, something to note is that the only place I got like really creeped out was White Hill.
yeah.
So far, when we were going through the tour here, I didn't get any necessarily like eerie feelings. It did feel a little like heavy in the attic,
Off up top, yeah, the top floor. I'm not sure
but
if it's an attic or the top floor.
yeah, I think it was an attic that was kind of like converted to a top floor because
Yeah, the way it's
the
shaped and
ceilings
stuff.
are slanted.
I
Um,
did get a little tummy feelings there, just a little bit.
just
Nothing
a little
nothing
on your
a
tummies.
little bit of a tummy tickle,
Ew.
but nothing crazy.
Oh, I'm unwell.
Oh, Jesus.
A tummy tickle?
Well,
That really reminded me of the Teletubbies.
oh gosh,
I'm
okay, let's not alright,
sorry.
what ADD brain, let's squirrel brain, okay.
Insert
But
the Teletubbies
let
here.
me go back to this, so, it was General Andrew Porter in 1974, um, I guess it was an existing structure he built around because it was purchased in 1786, that's interesting. So Porter was a soldier in the Revolutionary War. He did mention, like, a
There
couple
was
of
like a battle, like
yeah,
a
like a
duel,
duel down the street, apparently.
and
He had, like
shot somebody.
yeah, heard him talking smack about him, and
Another general.
another general, and
Yeah.
they just, like, went out into the streets and they dueled, and he won, and then apparently he gave him his platoon or whatever.
Yo, that's so wild to think about,
That's
like,
crazy.
how extreme things were back in the day. They couldn't just, like, come to a
You couldn't just be like,
consensus.
"Alright, dude,
Like,
agree to disagree."
yeah, like, "Dude, why were you being a dick? Like, chill out." No,
Like,
it was
calm
like, "We're
down.
gonna fight to the
We're
death."
going out front and pointing guns at each other 10 feet from each
Like,
other and firing.
why wouldn't you just pull the trigger early? Like,
You're not a
immediate.
gentleman, though. It's a gentleman's duel.
Dude, there is nothing gentlemanly
About a
about
duel.
just murdering somebody
True.
because you
That's
disagree with
very
what they
true.
say.
That's very true. Oh my goodness. So
Sorry.
no, you're good. So he said he had a couple of children that died here, I believe. Or well,
Well,
they
he
don't
didn't
know
know it. Yeah, they said it's hard to tell because nobody really like was born or died in a hospital back then. He
exactly.
said he did have children and only one of them survived to adulthood. So it
Yeah.
could be assumed that it's a possibility
hmm
that they passed away in the house.
And I do believe, if I recall 100%, I didn't even bring my laptop because the outline I made for this was like two
Three
line. Yeah,
lines.
so like I was just like, you know what, we're just gonna go without it because we really don't know. But I do remember someone mentioning stuff upstairs. There's a room with like some toys and stuff like that, and I think
Yes.
there's a lot of toys in there because that was supposed to be A, the children's room, and B, I think that's pretty active. I think I've
Yeah.
heard some stuff about maybe that door opening, like on the little cabinets opening and closing, and maybe playing with some toys. So we'll probably head up there with some cat balls and stuff and see if we can
Yeah.
get some activity up there. But we don't know for sure about any deaths or anything in here.
Yeah. It was interesting one thing that he said. He was like, "Well, it's no wonder that the kids like didn't make it to adulthood because obviously they didn't have like heat or AC and up there like
hmm
it would be sweltering in the, summer and like freezing in the winter. So if you have like really young kids,
Yeah,
it's a lot harder for them to regulate their body temperature, which
mhm,
is generally why, like, when little kids get a fever, they get like higher fevers
yeah,
than adults do.
hmm
Um, yeah, so I could only imagine that with like not much medical technology at the time
yeah,
and the elements
yeah. That
in
they were,
in
yeah,
Pennsylvania. Like,
yeah. True. Winters are rough here.
yeah, so I mean, that doesn't actually surprise me.
Yeah, not at all.
Also, fun fact, we haven't been in every single room. Like
No.
we skipped some rooms. So it'll be interesting
Yeah.
to maybe feel
Vibe
the
check
vibe.
those,
Maybe
yeah.
he didn't want to go in there.
That could have been why he skipped him. Uh, when we say that he didn't want to talk about the paranormal, it was pretty apparent that he was like
Yeah,
not only not interested, but probably kind of scared of it, which is fair. Like I said, if you don't,
yeah.
because he was just like,
He was
nope,
like,
nope, don't
yep.
mess with that. I
Yeah,
don't do
he's
it.
like, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole,
Nope, not
like,
me.
yeah.
Wrong
So,
guy. We got some guys, but it's not me.
yeah. So, I guess we're kind of on our own. We're going to figure it
Yeah,
out.
feel it
We'll let
out.
you guys
Yeah,
know, but hopefully we get
yeah.
something.
And I mean, just a reminder, like this channel is not just like, hey, here's a bunch of paranormal evidence. Like, if we get evidence, that's going to be amazing
Yeah.
everywhere we go. But like, it's kind of like, you know, a thorough like look at our journey, because like
Yeah.
we sit down and talk about our experiences and like what we've done, what we haven't done, and stuff like that, and how we want to improve. Eventually, we want to interview people so we can kind of like gain some knowledge from
Yeah.
seasoned investigators and stuff. But
But
like,
also, it's kind of about like just like our relationship with each other
yeah,
and like,
something to do together.
yeah, something to do together, but also like to bond with each other,
Hmm.
after Dead Dad Club. What's up?
EDC.
Yep. So like it's also too, we're like kind of funny, I think.
I mean, I said a joke and you almost peed yourself, so because it was weird.
Yeah.
I might not be funny. I
Honestly,
might just be
we
weird.
haven't got to spend that much time together since you moved to South Carolina and I had to move everywhere under the sun.
True.
Um, and you are old.
Why you gotta do me like that? I mean, I already said I was 40 earlier,
Ooh.
and you corrected me. Now you're gonna
Yeah,
backtrack.
no, no, no. I'm gonna say you are acting like you are 50, like no,
I
50 is not
feel
even old.
it.
You're acting like you're 97.
Well, I feel 50. So
Why?
I don't
All right. Well, maybe he'll liven up a little bit, ladies
know.
and
No,
gentlemen.
but
I
at
don't
least
know.
we're having some fun together.
Yeah.
We're bonding over the paranormal, and
And we're seeking spirits.
we are seeking spirits. But yeah, so not every episode might not be action packed, but it's gonna
Yeah.
definitely be about the journey.
There will be some of Dustin Sparks in there, let me tell
We
ya.
might sneak one or two of those in there. Trust me, we got
So
plenty of
if you
that.
guys hear a fart noise and you're like, oh my gosh, no, it was probably just Dustin.
Most likely.
Ooh, you know what we should do? We should put a Dustin fart count on each video.
Yo.
That's actually
Oh
so
my gosh.
funny.
Well, the thing is, like, if you fart and like, sometimes it's just gonna cut to you farting and then cut away. Because like, if we
If there's
sit there,
nothing
yeah, if
going
we
on,
sit
yeah.
there for like an hour and nothing happens, but the only thing that happens is Dustin farts. It's just
People are
like
gonna,
Dustin fart counter 2.
yeah, it's just gonna think that we're like full children. I mean,
We're
we
look,
kind of are.
we're being respectful to the spirits, but when you gotta pass
There,
gas, you do have to pass gas.
there's nothing you can do about it if it just slips out.
No,
Like,
and it's also not healthy to hold it in. So
yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
don't think
put that
they'd
on
want.
Dustin.
I'm wondering how they would have handled a toot in the different periods of time. Like, was it taboo to fart?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
But what are they supposed to do?
They're probably like, I'm gonna go into the other room and
I'm gonna go pout to my nose.
yeah. Well,
Well,
I mean,
because before it was the British.
yeah. I mean, they all came. Okay, look.
I'm
I feel like this is going off
distinguished.
the rails a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's feeling off the rails.
Well,
So.
this is what in the like I said, in the other places we had like tons of
Why are you
information.
looking
Stuff.
out the window
I just
like
saw a
that?
person walk by, but this is like literally.
Okay.
No, I mean, there's literally like 20 feet away is an apartment building.
Yeah, so they're probably like, you guys are annoying.
Yeah, could you shut up? But yeah, literally, like this is surrounded by apartments,
A historic building surrounded by apartments.
which is interesting. It's like smack dab in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we've got.
Yeah. So we have no idea what's going to happen. So make sure that you're following us at all the other places, TikTok, Instagram, watch them, YouTube
All of them.
Shorts. Okay. Also Facebook. And yeah, because we're going to be putting out clips of what happened here before the full episode drops. So you want to get the little sneak peek?
And if nothing happens, all those clips might just be Dustin farting.
Yeah, that's true. They might be. So, I mean, you know what would be interesting? If you guys, I would love, like, tag somebody, send this to somebody who may have experience here at the Selma
Yes.
Mansion, because we would love to have anything to,
kind of bounce what our experiences was off of.
Yeah, and see if it's relating to
Mhm.
what they've, experienced here. So,
Yeah.
or if you have any of your own paranormal stories,
Yep.
drop them in the comments. Make sure that you smash that like button
Oh yeah.
and subscribe
For
to our
sure.
YouTube channel. Okay?
Wow. You're
Yeah.
on one right now.
I'm feeling like a radio host.
Oh Jesus.
So, I think we need to go.
We're gonna go do some investigating.
Yeah, so that's it for us today, guys, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Camera stopped recording. Okay, so this is a little weird already. What the?
There's no way, dude.
Hold on. Did you hear that?
Yes!
Whoa! Oh my god. That was like a slam. You okay?
Yeah. I just had the water, but I just felt like...
Dude,
Are you
I
okay?
look at the same thing that you had on there. It's like, all of a sudden my throat got like really like scratchy.
Yeah, and like you're dry. Like, but down
It's like
here.
instantly dry. I almost booted my pants, bro. Holy shit.
If there's any kids here, I have some candy if you want some. I'll put it right next to this cat ball. And you can come get it.
I literally just like,
Okay.
that was actually weird.
Nick?
Okay, cat ball's going off. Cat ball is going off. Looked almost like something peeked out of that side door for a split second. Ugh. That scared the shit out of me. This is wild.